It comes very often to us that we want to narrate our success story. We want to speak about our success story. To do that, one of the powerful template is a case study. In today's video, I am going to cover two critical aspects. One, how we create a very simplified yet very powerful case study template, and second, what is the right content to be kept in case study. This is very important to leave a right message to your audience. My name is Satish Chandra and a very warm welcome to my channel Survive to Thrive in PowerPoint. Let's start. Let me go to a blank slide. So I'm going to I have another slide here where I have kept some of the text content to ease the creation of this slide. I'm just going to use this text. So let me first copy the title here. So I am going to take an example of banking customer here. Case study can be built upon any customer, any domain. I'm just taking one example here for a banking customer. So let me go to insert shapes, go to rectangle. I'm going to take a length little more than 30. Okay, go to shape outline, no outline, increase the width little more. Okay, and now I'm going to do a shape fill black. I'm going to add few effect here. Go to shadow, take this effect, go here, and then you have to increase the distance and increase the blur. Okay, good enough. Now I'm going to go shape effect, take this bevel. Now I'm going to take another icon here, go to shapes, take this icon. Going to take a length of 10 centimeter. Say shape outline, no outline. I'm going to take this yellow icon and move it towards the center so that it gets on the right shape. Now I'm going to take a copy of it, so just do Ctrl D and put it down here. Then I'm going to just do rotate vertical and pull it down. Now I'm going to take again this yellow icon and move it towards the corners so that I get a right shape here. Okay, just move it little up. Okay, now I am going to just copy it, do Ctrl D, take one copy and one more. Now I have kept some legend here for the color. I'm going to use them. So let's say I take red, go to format painter, use this, yellow over here, green over here, and for these I'm going to take a light color here. So let's say I take this one. Now again I'm going to add effect on these icons, these shapes. So go to shape effect, shadow, take this one, go here and increase the distance and blur. Okay, now I'm again going to do same shape effect, bevel, choose this one. Okay, as I said earlier, I have another slide here where I have kept a couple of text to make this video quick. So let me copy them here. So let me copy this here, make the text as white, increase the size a little bit. Now I'm going to copy this, put it here. I'll explain you all this in a little while. Let me just move these icons here and keep this here. Make the text as white. Let's keep it here, black, and I'm going to change this to white. Alright, now let me do slideshow and let me do a pointer here. So as I said earlier, this video has two parts. One part is how do we build a very simplified yet a very powerful case study template. So here is my template ready. You can see at the top I'm talking about my title. So here I'm discussing a large banking customer, and then this black rectangle section, you can see it here. So this is very important because whenever we are creating a case study, we have to speak about the customer, we have to speak about their line of business, we have to speak about their geography and all these aspects. And we have to also have to mention about the program for which the case study we are presenting here, the success story. So this is very important that we cover about the customer, about the program, just brief 2-3 lines or 4 lines, which set a context for our viewers, for our listeners, and for our audience. So this is the top section. Now in a case study, if you look at this bottom section, in a case study, the very important thing is about the problem statement. You have to speak about the problem statement. You have to mention what problem we have tried to solve through this case study. Then we have to talk about solution and the approach and the enablers. And last thing, we need to talk about what benefits have been achieved from this program. So this is a very simple template. You can use this for any case study creation. Now let me go back and copy some more text here. Let me just adjust this text here. Okay, so now this is okay. One more thing, I'll add it here. Just go to insert shapes. I have to tell my audience how to read this slide, so I'm going to add one icon here. Say shape outline, no outline. Just squeeze it a little bit, and I'm going to do a gradient fill here. So I'm taking 2 stops. First is red, second is amber, and then let's say I copy it one more time, keep it here, and this time I'm going to take this one as a amber and this one as a green. So now this will tell me how to read this slide from left to right. I can also change the color for this. Just do a double click, go to color. I can change this color as well. So let me change this one also and this one also. Alright, now my slide is ready. Let me do a slideshow here. So now the full slide is ready, and as I said, this is very important that our content for the case study should be perfect one. So let's look at it. So let me do a pointer here. So here I am mentioning about the problem statement. As I said, the problem statement, or there must be some goal which we are trying to solve from this program. So we have to mention what was that problem statement, what was the business goal we tried to solve. And it is very important that we also mention the corresponding impact in terms of business KPI. If this program was not success, what was the business KPI which was affected? This is very important to make some reference and relevance. When we move towards the right, one of the important aspect here is whenever we are going to put any case study, it always goes to executives. So make sure that we are not talking about technical details here. We have to talk about solution and the approach in terms of more business, the term which executives can understand easily, rather than we start putting a technical details. And at the end, we have to talk about the enablers. What was the differentiation factor for our solution? This is very important in a case study, that as an organization, as a individual team, what was the differentiation factor you brought in for this solution? And at the end, we have to talk about the benefits. Always a program has some intention, some goal. Either it will be a goal of revenue, increasing market share, either the team is trying to do some technology or business transformation, either they are increasing the customer experience, so they want to increase the net promoter score, they want to increase the customer base, or it could be a cost optimization also. Ultimately, it will fall in one of these KPIs or few of these KPIs. So make sure that when we are talking about the benefit section, we are mentioning the business KPI which has been benefited from this program. And as I mentioned here, it's always preferred that we add a statistics to it so that it actually makes sense. So with this, if you follow this pattern, if you put at the top about the customer, about the program, a brief to set the context, if you're going to set up or talks about the problem statement, a solution, approach, enablers in a non-technical form, and then always mention about the benefit with respect to business KPI, the case study is going to be a perfect case study. So with this, You can see we can build a very powerful case study even in less than 10 minutes if we follow this pattern. I have one more template here, so let me just go there. Slides. You can see it's the same template with a different background, so you can change the color, you can change the messaging, you can change the icon based on your need, but it's always important that we follow a right content or right flow in the case study. Hope this video has given you a good insight to build a right case study and what is the right content to add there. Thank you very much for watching this.